PH Show. We welcome your thoughts. Say what you gotta say, so speak your mind freely. I'm your host for tonight, Kyla Cortez, and joining me are Willie Miller and Juan Banal. How are
Merry
you
Christmas,
guys?
everyone!
Merry Christmas. Enjoying
Kamusta
the days
naman?
naman, syempre. Kasi palapit ng palapit yung pagtatapos ng taon.
Yeah. Ang dami na ba tayong New Year's resolution? Mayroon ka na bang naiisip na New Year's resolution mo, Coach Will?
Next year, magpapayat ako.
Yeah!
Parating ganon.
Si Kyle, hindi na
Ikaw?
kailangan
Hindi
eh.
na, magpapataba.
Kailangan mo magdagdag ng timbang.
Workout.
Yeah.
Active na, being active.
Balita
Ikaw?
ko, gusto mo pa mag-flag football. Eh, kailangan mo doon, medyo
Doon ang pressure
may
ako,
lamang ka
guys.
ng konti.
Eh, ikaw?
Ako, hindi, baka magpapayat na.
Yan yung mga lalaki.
Mahirap na yung grabe yung Pasko, daming kinain.
Kumahabol na ba ang oras?
Hindi. Alam mo yung, kasi nung bata ka, sobrang active mo, tapos marami kang dinamo. May time ka pa makipaglaro, makipag-5-on-5 sa iba.
Saan nasusunog mo yung kinakain mo?
Nasusunog
Ngayon,
mo,
wala
ngayon,
na eh.
wala. Lalo na, nagko-coach na.
Kilay na masusunog.
yung time ko na mag-workout minsan, nakukuha na nung mag-coach kasi.
Yan din yung reason ko, Coach.
Imbis na mag-workout ako, ang gagawin ko, i-spend ko na lang doon sa mga bata.
Correct.
So, mag-workout ako, makikita ko.
So technically, Coach, yung pag-weight gain natin, sakripisyo talaga to eh.
Sacrifice to! Akala nyo
Diba,
madali
hindi
to,
ka-
ha?
Oo, di ba? Parang
Mahirap
hirap na
to,
hirap
ha?
tayo. Pero dahil nga, yung sa oras na
Sa
ginugugol
oras,
natin
sa
para
mga
sa ibang
bata.
tao.
Tama.
Para sa
Kailangan.
ibang tao, itong mahirap
Diba?
to. Mahirap
Oo.
tong pag-gain ng weight.
Mindset lang yun, mindset lang.
Oo. Mahirap to. Diba?
New Year's
Kailangan.
resolution na daw natin, Coach.
Oh, iyan na natin. So, ibabalik natin yan next year. Mga 5 days lang, tapos balik sa dati ulit.
Trial and error, no? Okay, now, sports fans, if you're ready to elevate your sports experience, dive into the world of live sports like never before with Sports Plus PH. Whether you're a die-hard fan or simply love the thrill of the game, we've got you covered. So register now at sportsplus.ph. Leading you guys with their hot takes for tonight. First, boring na ba masyado ang 3 points sa NBA? Second, Converge, are they a legit contender? Coach Will. And of course, we have our NFL Christmas games recap and our FPN expert picks.
Yun.
So, first topic, ayan na ang usapan. Boring na nga ba talaga ang NBA ngayon?
Well, lagyan natin ng konteksto, di ba? Kaya lang naman napag-usapan to kasi nga ang balita is bumababa yung ratings, di ba? Tas,
Yes.
dahil nga na-question yung ratings ng NBA, yung viewership niya, parang nanganak na siya, na-question na lahat na nangyayari sa NBA, di ba? And a lot of people are even saying na, kaya nga may in-season tournament yan para lang mag-add ng
Diba,
flavor.
yeah.
Kasi you're technically talking about 82 games in a season. That's even the regular season pa yan. Wala pa yung post dyan, di ba? So, doon pa lang, napapag-usapan na nakagad na, well, generally 82 games. Parang sobrang haba, di ba? Tapos parang every other day may naglalaro. So ang tanong ba, nasusuya na ba yung tao sa mga pinapanood nila? Well, dati daw, ang claim kasi is, hindi nasusuya ang tao dati kasi exciting, di ba? May mga Vince Carter ka, di ba? Grabe yung mga Tracy McGrady na dumadunk, di ba? Tapos parang ngayon, nung panahon na nina Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, yan sila Devin Booker, actually, ang nanalo last season, yung Boston Celtics are arguably the top shooting team from the three-point line. Diba? 3-and-D ang naging team ng
Even
ng
their
Boston.
big man are
Exactly.
shooting threes also.
Diba? Dinamihan pa nila mas lalo yung attempts nila sa 3 points and it resulted to them winning a championship. So ngayon, sinasabi ng tao, napaka-boring naman manood ng laro kung puro 3 points lang. Parang the Steph Curry fever, di ba? Parang ganun. And nagsispill over yan even sa mga larong barangay, di ba? Lahat, Steph Curry na ang sinisigaw, lahat tumitira na 3 points. Pagkat coach ka, di ba, lumaki tayo na ang sinasabi lagi is, ano ba ang higher percentage shot? Di ba? Yung 2-point field goal, which is the layup. Di ba? Mas malaki yung chances na makakapasok ang isang basket pag nililayup mo kaysa sa 3-point shot. Low percentage shot, yan ang sinasabi nila. But then, tumaas na din kasi yung skill level eh. So, balikan natin yung question mo, Kyla. Parang, totoo bang naging boring na ba yung NBA because of 3-point shooting? Coach Will, ikaw nakita kita yung panahon mo na tumitira ka sa 3 points. Ang taas din ang shooting percentage mo. Alam ko, high flyer ka din, nakakadunk ka. Pero the reality is, I don't think na because tumitira tayo na mas mataas. I mean, there's an increase in attempts in the 3-point shooting department.
Para nasa 20-something.
35.9% ang increase nga ang pagtira beyond the arc. But, in the last 20 years, ito yung data na hindi kasi pinag-uusapan. In the last 20 years, there's a 35% increase in dunks also. So that means, mas madami na rin athletic na player today, di ba? Yung mga Ja Morants of the world, hindi na rin siya, parang kumbaga yung dunking, parang layup na yan sa NBA ngayon. So isipin mo yun oo, nag-increase yung dami ng 3-point attempts, pero dumami din yung mga nakakadunk. Ang problema kasi is ultimately, 3 points still can win those games. Di ba?
Ngayon, kasi marami na talagang pwedeng tumira ng 3 points.
Exactly. And so, I don't think it's true na because of the outside shooting, and yun yung hot take ko I don't think it's true that the outside shooting from threes made NBA less exciting. I think they're looking at it from a wrong lens. And this is my perspective. Kasi, tingnan mo, and the NBA has 182.4 million followers across their social media platforms, from Instagram, X, TikTok, YouTube. Ibig sabihin nun, na-disseminate, nabasag lang kasi yung mga tao kung saan nanonood yung tao. And hindi kasi ngayon parang medyo dahil nga sa emergence ng social media, sa opinion ko, yung attention span ng tao umiksi. Meaning, ayoko na manood ng 4 quarters, di ba? Na parang may mga parts na boring, may mga parts na okay. Saan ako pupunta? Punta na lang ako sa YouTube. Titingnan ko na lang yung highlights. Makakwento na naman niya sa akin yung storya. So, I think it's not about people not watching the NBA anymore. May following, nag-increase nga yung following ng NBA, di ba? Yung League Pass nga, enrollment, tumaas ng 8%. Record level nga for them. So, ibig sabihin, madami pa rin sumusubaybay sa NBA. Ang problema lang is wala na sila, lalo na yung younger generation ngayon, wala nang patience para panoorin ang isang buong game. Which also, nag-spill over sa mga culture sa mga AAUs or sa mga high school, college, etc. Highlight chasers nga ang tawag nila. Kasi ngayon, parang mahilig na manood ng highlight ang mga tao, di ba? Ayoko na panoorin yung game. So ako, for me, it's not that the NBA is getting boring because of the threes. It's just that now people have diversified or humanap na ng ibang paraan kung paano manood ng game. Ayaw na nila yung buong meal. Gusto lang nila, patikim-tikim na lang sila.
And then, doon ako sa pinakadulo na lang.
Yun lang yung opinion ko. Ikaw, Coach Will.
Ang take ko naman is siguro, wala pa ulit lumalabas na yung big man na post threat talaga like Shaquille O'Neal, Olajuwon, na kailangan na sa loob. Pag hindi mo binantayan, is kakainin ka.
Kasi yung mga Jokic mo, tumitira pa rin sa labas eh.
Right.
No? Siguro, pag merong ganun, kung meron kang Olajuwon, Shaquille, Patrick Ewing, ito yung mga nasa post talaga. Pag magkamali ka, pick and roll natin, Stockton to Malone. Bam! Yung ganyan, di ba? Nasa labas sila, then doon mag-create yung old school type of basketball na inside out.
Correct.
Kailangan nasa loob mo na yung bola. Pag hindi mo didepensahan to, kakainin ka ng buo. And ngayon kasi, dahil nga nag-evolve na yung basketball, and siguro yung ibang big man mas madali yung sa labas kaysa nakikibagbanggaan. Di ba? And bata ka pa lang, mas gusto ko nang tumira kasi may idol ka na napunta mo na. Idol ko, Reggie Miller. Tapos papunta ka kay Ray Allen. Then papunta kay Steph Curry. So ito na yung, mas masarap tumira kasi 2 points lang sa loob. Ito, less ka ng pagod. Tapos plus 1 point ka pa. So yun na yung inaano. And hindi naman sinasabi na boring and pangit tong tira na to. Kung mas mataas naman yung percentage mo doing that shot.
Would you agree? Would you agree, Coach Will and Kyla? Maybe your insights also. Nagpalit na kami ng trabaho ni Kyla ba? Hindi, meron kasi, tingnan mo, pansinin mo, di ba dumami na yung mga skills coach na tinatawag nila sa basketball? Di ba? Yung nag-individual skills.
Yeah.
So, obviously, sa grassroots pa lang, gumagaling na yung bata. Di ba? Magaling sa one-on-one. Hindi parehas sa team play, di ba? Kasi kung papanoorin mo yung NBA, and even spills over, bihira na yung mga katulad ng mga Chicago Bulls na nananalo katulad dahil sa triangle offense. Di ba? Bihira na yung systematic basketball. A lot of it is two-man game. Maraming pick and roll na nangyayari. Kasi siguro na-realize ng tao, bakit pa ang dami pang ginagawa in 24 seconds para lang makaisang tira kung in 5-8 seconds makakashoot ka na dahil sobrang skill mo sa pick and roll.
Kaya dumami rin yung attempt ng 3 points.
Correct.
Kasi they're trying to make the game faster.
Correct.
And the more you shoot, yung maraming attempts, is mas marami kang chance na makashoot.
Correct, correct.
Kaya ito yung mga first 8 seconds, kailangan tira na kagad doon.
Kaya nagkaroon na tayo ng stats ngayon na tinitingnan ng efficiency na in the first 100 minutes, di ba? Kunwari, for example, 100 possessions, sorry. In the first 100 possessions, ilan ang nasuscore mo? Di ba? So meaning, tama yung point ni Coach Will na parang ngayon, it's padamihan na ng attempt. Kasi yung chances mo of kasi isipin mo kung inuubos mo yung 24 seconds mo for one attempt, di ba? Yung chances mo of making more points or scoring mas konti.
And ibang teams naman, like yung San Antonio Spurs, kay Coach Popovich, tsaka kay Lakers natin yung Chicago Bulls, pauntian sila ng tira. Ito yung pag tinamad ka dumipensa, saka ka masyusyutan. And hindi ka makakatakbo kasi yun yung nililimit naman nila, yung fast break, and nililimit din nila yung maraming tira ng mga kalaban. Kasi alam naman nung kalaban, pag mas marami silang tira, mas marami silang chance na makashoot.
Correct.
So yun yung siguro, wala na rin tayong coach na ganun ngayon. Ang gusto, puro bata na yun. Sige, boom, rat-ratan tayo. Takbo ka, di ba? Pick and roll, first 8 seconds, pag kaya mo, one-on-one, bahala ka sa buhay mo. Yun na ngayon yung basketball. Bibihira na yung plays, no?
Okay, so before we move on to our second hot take, final thoughts?
Until we get dominant post threat, yung meron talagang big men na nasa loob like Shaquille, then
Pero kasi ngayon, kahit na magkaganon ka na coach, di ba, parang nagiging liability pa. Kasi ngayon, ang bilis ng laro eh.
yeah, now, yung Orlando Shaq ang hinahanap ko. Hindi yung Lakers Shaq. Yung Orlando Shaq. Yung tatakbo
yung
and
freak of
poposte.
nature.
Yes.
Pero si Giannis na daw yung modern day, di ba?
Ang ano lang kay Giannis kasi, walang poste.
Correct.
Wala yung pagposte, kakainin ka pa paloob. Yun yung kulang lang. Pero ito yung mga freak niya, si Giannis, di ba? So,
Until that happens, expect na the game will stay
ito
the
muna.
same. And
Wala pang Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan.
Pero
din
do
na
you
poste.
agree, coach? Hindi boring ang 3-point shoot.
Hindi.
Boring.
Yung PBA nga, kung boring yun,
4-point
ba't nagdagdag pa ng 4-point line? Di ba?
Sunod 5 na yan.
di ba?
Sunod 5 points na yan.
Kasi nagiging exciting pa rin yung 3-point shooting eh. So for me, the level of difficulty is still high, di ba? Pero again, hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na hindi na nagdadunk yung mga players nga na hindi athletics.
pa.
Kasi may 35% increase nga in the last 20 years of dunks basket made. So ibig sabihin, overall, exciting pa rin.
Ma-exciting pa rin. Yung attention span lang napunta kung saan-saan.
Highlights na yun ngayon eh, di ba? Mabilis eh. Yun na lang papanoorin mo, YouTube highlights.
Babalik ka.
Talagang audience preference.
Correct.
Okay, now moving on to our second hot take. Ito po. Coach, Converge!
Naman.
Are they a legit contender?
Super legit to legit to
Legit to.
Walang bias
Legit to, dahil hindi nga ako converge eh. Diba?
Hindi ba?
Oo, talagang nagko-coach lang ako. Hindi ako converge. Hindi, ngayon kasi, nakakuha na ng players yung nag-gel na. Alam na nila kung paano yung timings. Although hindi pa masyado.
Correct.
Pero yung 2 years na magkakasama and last year na alam mo yung up and downs, yun yung nakapag-create ng magandang chemistry sa mga players. And with the addition right now ni Heading, ni Baldi Habilionar, and yung bagong coaches, no? So siguro ito yung nakapag-brought in sa team together na how to play more as a team. No, kasi ngayon hindi lang isa parati yung best player din namin, hindi lang isa parati yung magandang laro. Paiba-iba. So yun yung may inconsistency pa rin, pero yung mga consistent players when it comes to playing good, not just scoring, are producing. No, yung mga didepensa, yung papasa, yung tatakbo, like Balti, he's not scoring last few games, pero he's being the main yung factor sa defense, nasa help side siya, tumatapik ng bola, pagpaso ni Arana, eto sa poste, kakainin ka, Stockton, Shoney Winston, papasa naman si Heading, tapos si JL De Los Santos, didepensa, tapos magka-contribute din ng pasa, tapos Brian Santos, magti-3 points, so kompleto yung team. Ito naman yung gusto talaga ng coach pag mag-coach ka is you have the complete package. Meron kang point guard, meron kang scoring and defending point guard, so meron kang scorer sa wing, may defender ka rin, so meron kang role player, as in Rakal, kahit import yung binabanda yan, ang tanda na, pero ang ganda pa rin ng kondisyon.
Correct.
And when it comes to being a team leader, siya yung nag-brought in sa team, nag-gugulo sa team. So yun yung maganda sa team ngayon. Team ng Converge ngayon.
Yan tayo. Tsaka kasi pag kung papansinin mo, Kyla, right now, 6-2 na ang record ng Converge.
Siyempre
So,
naman.
number two sa standings, if you can take a look at that, di ba? And they're on...
Bago ko ano yun yan, natalo kami doon sa 4-point play. Dalawa.
Yung nirereklamo mo 4-point play.
No. So ngayon, kailangan mo ng depensahan talaga. Hindi pa rin
Kailangan it's here to stay.
Yeah.
I would like to believe. No?
Pwede.
And it hurts, di ba?
It hurts. So you have to defend. Kahit yung last second shot na nasa dulo,
Correct.
pwede kang
See,
talunin.
how can you say that it's boring? Di ba? A team losing because of a 4-point shot.
Yun yung ano. You're...
Hindi siya magandang grounds para i-assume na, because people are shooting from the outside, naging boring na siya, di ba? I don't think so.
Hindi.
Pero 4-game winning streak kayo.
Siyempre naman.
Dalawa lang ang current nasa sa PBA ang may 4-game winning streak. Rain or shine ng isa. Hindi nyo pa natatapat ang rain or
Hindi
shine.
ba?
Pero so far sa top 6 teams at least na nasa standings ngayon, tinalo nyo doon ang Ginebra at Meralco. The rest are basically in the lower tier of the standings. So ang mga tinalo nyo dyan, Terra Firma, Magnolia, NLEX, Phoenix, Ginebra, and then yung Meralco, yung huling-huling panalo nyo, which is again a title contender. They were the defending champs in the last conference. But then you lost to Northport, was number 1, and then yung Eastern naman, katayin nyo naman. So not bad, di ba? Understandable. Yung dalawang talo nyo nanggaling dun sa number 1 team, and then yung isa nanggaling dun sa katayin nyo ngayon sa number 2 place.
And pakiramdam namin na kaya namin talunin, no, na talaga sa 4-point play lang kami nadali. Di pa nakakapag-adjust na kailangan mong dumipensa
Correct.
outside the 3-point line na ngayon.
And that says a lot about your team. Kasi finally, isa sa mga naging hot takes nga natin dito is si Justin Baltazar, di ba? Parang, is he PBA ready? And now, we finally see the potential even more of Justin Baltazar. He scored 16 points in the last game against Meralco, which was, dun kayo nanambak di ba? Sa first half kayo nanambak, and 12 points si Justin Baltazar dun sa game na yon. And I think you finally have the pieces, di ba? Yung mga pyesa na hinihintay-hintay nyo, finally nandyan na. You've got 3 players in Hiding, Jordan Hiding, Justin Baltazar, who are the 2 main pieces, I think, in your strongest 5. And then you have Pau Villonar also, who's coming off the bench, who's a rookie. But it's also good na yung import nyo, no? Yung import nyo, baka gusto mong i-explain? Kasi I feel like he's a utility import. And then we talked about the impact that he has on the team. So I think perfect fit siya. What are you...
Perfect shot. Lalo na yung team namin, team ng Converge is built sa mga scoring players.
Correct.
And yung import namin is not ball dominant. He's a team player. No, napakaganda na i-screen siya, roll, and nakikipag-usap siya where he wants the ball and where he's gonna give you the ball. So yun yung maganda sa import namin. Ang tawag ko nga dito is Coach Chick Diallo. So every time to, time out to, magsasalita.
And I think yun yung kailangan ng isang team na bata.
Yes,
diba? Na
yung may taga-control.
Exactly.
No, hindi lang give me the ball and I'll score.
Correct.
Pero no, give me the ball and then I'll create pa.
Correct.
Or I'll help you score by just screening and I'll roll.
Correct.
So yun yung maganda. Yun yung sa scoring. And when it comes to defending naman, maganda to pag parati siya nasa help side. Kasi ang laki nito.
Yeah.
Nasa help side siya parati and napakaingay.
Yeah.
Napakaingay. So ito yung nakuha niya sa NBA na as being a role player, defender siya. So nasa help side siya parati. So bunga nga, help, cover, ganyan. Then inaamin niya pag mali siya. Akin yan.
Correct.
Talaga, sabi ko sa'yo yan. Sa'yo talaga yan.
Pero magandang yun if an import, kasi madami rin tayo na nakikitang imports na syempre, alam naman natin may iba, may ugali.
May
Hindi
toyo.
lahat, diba? Yung
Marami
iba
may
na,
toyo.
alam mo yun,
Nako.
binayaran nyo ako, bigyan nyo sa akin yung bola, get out of the way, I'll do it myself.
Yan ang sinasabi ko sa management and sa coaches. Huwag tayong kumuha ng scoring import lang. Tapos, hindi natin makokontrol. Dahil hindi pa buo yung team natin for that type of import. Pag buo na yung team natin, yung team na mismo ang magkocontrol sa import.
Nice.
Pero hanggat hindi pa, hindi tayo pwedeng masisira.
And mahirap mag-shine ng isang players, lalo na kung puro bata, di ba? Kung meron kang ball dominant na import, di ba? Hindi,
wala to. So
hindi mabibigyan ng opportunity.
malamang 2-6 kami. O baka 1-7 kami. Kasi hindi makakaproduce to mga mag-iinit ang ulo lahat ng mga players.
Which eventually, ito yung parang namumuhunan ka early on pa lang sa conference kasi kakailanganin mo pagka playoffs na.
Yes.
Diba? Na medyo huminog kagad yung mga bata na player mo.
Magkakumpiyansa na kagad.
Correct,
So yun ang maganda. And yung import namin, kagento-gento, nag 40 plus points to, nag 30 plus points, nag 20 plus ngayon. And yung points niya is hindi mo nahahalata. No? So hindi mo nahalata.
So
Yun
would you
yung-
admit, parang ano siya he plays, parang he gives the need that is necessary at that moment.
Yes.
He provides the help that's
Oo.
needed at that
And
moment.
binubulyawan namin pag hindi niya nare-reach yun. Kasi alam namin, yun yung kaya niya. And yun yung kailangan ng team.
Correct, correct.
And he admits naman na mura na to ni Coach Charles. I like that coach. Alam niya, I like. Ganun yung import na gusto mo, hindi yung may pagsagutan pa sa'yo
Yeah.
na mali na
Malaki
sila eh.
ulo.
Oo.
Oo.
Which is nangyari na to nung kalaban namin, hindi ko na sabihin. So, yun, lakas ng toyo ng import nyo. Yes nga. Sabi nung coaches at ng mga players, naninisi. Yun yung ayaw ko sa import na naglalaro ko.
Pero coach, sa tingin nyo sa ngayon, sa tingin nyo sino ang magiging katapatan ng team mo?
Nako, wala pa, no? So, tignan natin after the last 4 games namin. O, 4 ba o 3 na lang natitira sa amin. So,
Kasi ang remaining nyo pa is
San Miguel.
San Miguel, di ba? Rain or shine, San
Blackwater.
Miguel, Blackwater.
talk and text.
Talk and text. Medyo
Apat
matitindi.
pa, apat ba?
Matitindi,
Oo.
oo.
So, apat pa. So, yun yung ano namin. So, hindi, siguro sinuswerte lang kami. Huwag nyo kami paghandaan. Sinuswerte lang kami. No, mahirap pag bigla kang paghandaan pag nagyabang tayo eh. No? So, hindi, ngayon lang siguro maganda yung gelling ng team.
Do you think you'll be able to keep this lineup for a long period? Kasi siyempre, mahirap din. Siyempre, we know that Converge is an independent team, di ba? And
So, meron pa rin
madaling
yan.
mapitas, di ba?
I don't think na ito na yung pinaka-main ah. Kasi lahat yan, kahit na ganyan yan, kukuha ka pa rin ng pieces na...
So, ang
you're
tanong ko
gonna look for
sa'yo,
long-term.
ang tanong kasi natin, contender na ba ang Converge? For now, the
Yes.
record shows.
Yes.
But if I were to ask you,
Yung
ano pa ang kulang mo para masabi mong legitimate perennial contender na ang Converge?
Oh, sweet. Pag nag-mature na lahat to.
So, yan na yung pesa.
Maturity.
Papahulugan
Kulang pa
mo
kami.
na.
Ako natural 3. Kulang kami na natural 3.
Kasi si Brian Santos hindi
And
naman
isa
natural.
pang big man na kapalitan ni Justin. Yun ang kailangan namin. Kasi
Na kahit tumapat sa June,
si Brian Santos kasi medyo hindi pa malaki ang katawan. Shooter pa eh. Si Ambohot, papalaki na yung katawan. So ito, pag nagpalitan to, maayos na.
Nice, nice.
Konti na lang.
Konti na lang, konti na lang.
Okay, it's time to move on to our third hot take for tonight. Of course, as we explore the world of sports, we have the NFL Christmas Games recap. So just to share with you guys, during Christmas, 26 na sa atin, no, madaling araw. So we had the Kansas Chiefs versus the Pittsburgh Steelers, 29-10. Okay, so just to himay with you guys, no. For Kansas, 15-1 na sila. Not always have been pretty. But of course, they've been dominant and found a way to win in every single game except when the Buffalo Bills took over. So kung nanonood si Coach Hammer at si Dino, nasasabihin nila, kaninong team ka ba talaga? Kay Taylor Swift or kay Hailey Steinfeld? Kasi if you guys didn't know, Taylor and Kelsey from Kansas and ang asawa naman ni Hailey Steinfeld na may dugong Pilipinas, siya ang nakatalo sa atin. But during this game, we have our MVPs, Patrick Mahomes, my guy, and Travis Kelsey. So, kayo guys, anong masasabi niyo so far sa NFL, no?
Yan.
Because bago to sa Sports Buzz, but I just wanna hear your thoughts first.
Yeah, ako gusto ko maglaro yan. Yan ang gusto ko, yung physical game, no? So lately lang, ang parati namin, napapag-usapan namin ito nila Coach Jeff, no? Mga 49ers,
Siyempre, taga San Francisco kasi ito si Coach Jeff.
So, lately lang, wala kaming chance na hindi kami nakakapag-usap ngayon about sa NFL, no?
But I think potentially in the Philippines, I think because it's not a parang top of mind sport,
Yes.
'di ba? Una iba ang kultura ng NFL. But it's a really good sport. Meron tayong
Hindi pwede sa ugali ng Pilipino. Uusok ang ulo ng mga Pilipino. Totoo,
Pero
totoo.
it's such a good sport. I think it has to grow its culture, its reach. But you can't say kasi that NFL is a global sport yet, eh, di ba? Ang assumption nga natin, I think magkakaroon sa Olympics yata kasi i-host sa US.
Flag.
So flag might be so
Yes,
that's a good
because
start. Flag football.
Yeah, I played flag also sa Olongapo. No, kami nila Coach Jeron, yung mga Hell Rabbits ang tawag sa grupo eh. So yun yung laro namin. And medyo nabibitin ako sa contact dahil kulang ng banggaan. Kahit basketball, gusto ko banggaan, no? Pero nakakatuwa naman dahil alam mo, nakakatakbo kayo,
Agility ang laban
so agility.
Pagulangan.
Diba?
Pagulangan. Medyo kailangan lang yung braking system ko is inaayos ko dahil masakit sa tuhod.
And so hopefully here in Sports Plus, we get to generate that kind of culture and start that following, di ba, sa NFL.
Yes.
And I do understand that NFL is now part of Sports Plus.
Yes. Just
Yeah.
because of Kyla.
Not because of me. Okay, but going back, so we can say that Kansas Chiefs, they have this winning mentality. And itong napapag-usapan, no, for the players, let's say Mahomes and Kelsey, it's not their best performance ever. As in, mas maganda pa yung stats nila during their last seasons. But I think what's really, really good about Kansas right now is how everyone in the team is doing their part. And since lahat ginagawa, walang tapon, hence the result. So 15-1, isang talo lang pala pwede dapat. Bawal sila matalo as a fan.
Totoo?
Bawal.
Ayaw na. Ayaw mo,
But
talaga
of
Kansas
course,
ka.
Ang malakas dito is of course, they have an exceptional coach, si Coach Andy Reid, no? And going back, with Patrick Mahomes as the QB, madaming injuries, madaming usapan na dapat wala na siya sa previous games. Pero bumalik siya, naglaro siya because at the end of the day, if sinabi niyang kaya niya talaga despite his injuries. And with Kelsey, don't let age fool you, no? Kasi ang standard ng playing years, about 33, aalis na yan eh. And he's 35. Same with his brother Jason Kelsey, nagtagal sila sa NFL, no? And they really showed, kahit kailangan ng improvement, naging better yung performances nila during their past games, during their past season. Pero at the end of the day, congrats to Travis Kelsey because 1,000 career receptions during the game and 77 most ever receiving touchdown in Kansas history despite his age. Pinag-uusapan ngayon, no?
Yeah, I have something about the age, no? So
Yeah.
when you're healthy and you're in shape, no, yung age naman, and sometimes nga kahit na injury ka, hindi ka 100%, pero kailangan yung presence mo sa loob. Yun yung makapagpanalo sa team.
And I think with the advancement of science and technology today, di ba?
Yeah, ang
The
dali
likes
na
of,
makarecover.
Diba, yung sina LeBron James nga pinag-usapan that they're investing a lot, lalo na pag NFL player ka. And Mahomes, I know he was playing with an injured ankle and yet he
Yep.
played through it. And I think ang magandang ang kunikwento niya nga, kinapitalize nila is, okay, yes, we're banged up. Yes, it was a hard-fought standing. Pero what came out of it daw more than anything for him entering the playoffs is yung mental toughness na nabuo
Yep.
ng team. And I think that's what you get. Kasi parang ang perception ng tao pagka NFL, puro banggaan lang di ba? But that mental toughness that's needed behind that is quite essential. And pinakita nga nila and they feel like, parang nanalo na nga daw sila ng playoffs by placing number 1 in that spot.
Okay, but between Kansas and the Steelers, no, kudos naman sa Steelers because despite their 4 losses so far, no, kinakatakutan talaga ang Steelers just because never pa silang nakamiss ng playoffs and kudos to their head coach Mike Tomlin, which is a master tactician, tama. Kasi talaga yung defense nila nag-stand out yan and I think yun yung panglaban nila. So may chance pa rin for Pittsburgh to be at the playoffs most probably.
Yeah, they did clinch the playoff berth already. So
Yes.
pasok na yan yung Pittsburgh with 10-6 in their record.
Yes. And okay, but I have a question, no? Coach, as a team leader, as a coach, how do you face the pressure of being expected to win year in and out despite the injuries of your team?
Of course, kailangan mong isama yung mga kakampi mo. Hindi lang ikaw, no? So, kung ikaw is 90% lang, so kailangan yung mga kakampi mo is nasa 90% din lahat or 100% the most, di ba? O kung meron to mas mataas, kailangan kayo is in sync kayo parate. No? Kung ano yung hindi mo mapupunuan, hindi mo kayang gawin, iyon yung pupunuan ng mga kakampi mo as a leader.
Yes.
No, and ikaw na yung magiging mind naman. Doesn't necessarily mean na you're gonna play. Sometimes you have to be on the bench talking. Yun na yung contribution mo. or putting the next guy in line or behind you na, oh, it's your turn. Ito yung ginawa ko, ito yung gawin mo ngayon. So you're the eye naman ngayon niya pagdating sa bench. Yung ganon. Dahil naman kasi hindi naman kailangan na ikaw, ako parate. Hindi naman yun eh. Bibihira mangyayari yun. Kung nandoon ka sa situation na yun, siguro is being a leader, kahit may masakit sa'yo, walang problema to. Hindi mo na ano yun to. And alam naman natin when it comes to football, di ba? Isang bangga lang, pwede ka na ma-injury agad. No? So ito is, they play through the pain. So wala to. And they'll think about it the next day.
Yeah.
Ito na tayo.
Coach, may added question lang ako sa inyo. Yung Pittsburgh nga, they're always parang expected to enter the playoffs, di ba? And I think, what would you rather have? Ano ba mas gustuhin mo? Yung ikaw yung underdog na naghahabol lagi na makapasok ng playoffs? O gusto mo yung pressure na parang markado ka, di ba?
Yeah,
yan ni Kayla,
nakamasarap.
Diba? Yes. Kasi markado ka, so parang I think ang call dyan is yung innovation di ba? Siyempre, kung ikaw ang basihan lagi ng tournament, ibig sabihin, alam nila, para makapasok tayo, dapat ang benchmark natin dyan, yung Steelers, di ba? So, pressure yun dahil kailangan mag-innovate ka lagi dahil pinapanood ka? Or mas pressure ba yung lagi ka naghahabol mula sa bottom?
Kung ikaw yung parating underdog, ito yung pinakamasarap. Kasi less pressure sa loob. All you have to do is just beat the guys or play better. No? And once you reach there, alam mo na kaya mo. And then, hindi ka pa pinaghahandaan. Yun yung pinakamaganda. Ikaw yung naghahanda sa kalaban mo. Ang mahirap pag ikaw yung on top parate. Para kami
Problema, forever
oh,
problema.
para kami bullseye parate sa noo mo. So, inaabangan mo kahit yung bottom team is gustong-gusto kang talunin. No, so yun yung pinakamahirap.
Okay, just to recap though, during the Christmas day, we had the Kansas and Pittsburgh, and of course the Baltimore Ravens versus the Houston Texans having 31-2. Tambak talaga. But just to recap, of course, for Baltimore Ravens, we have Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, King Derrick. For Derrick, I think it's actually Lamar. He has the most single-season touchdowns in Ravens history. And of course, tinulungan siya ni Derrick though with his, talking about agility.
27 rushes, yeah. 147 yards.
Wow.
Now for Texans, they're, during the last game also, natalo sila, but I guess, I don't know, during this game it was 31-2, that's a big loss, but I guess it's just really the injuries that we're talking about here. Yeah. Okay, now moving on to our SPN expert picks.
So yeah, we have the following games, no? We have Dallas against Phoenix, and then we have Cleveland going up against Denver, and then we have the Golden State Warriors going against the Los Angeles Clippers.
Yes.
So my expert picks for this one, I'm going for the first match, which is at 10 a.m. Dallas versus Phoenix Suns. Dallas has the win-loss record of 9-11, while Phoenix has 14-14, and Dallas has won 3 out of its 5 games. Ito namang Phoenix won 2 out of its 5 games in the last 5 games. I would pick the Dallas Mavericks. They did win last time against the LA Clippers. Quentin Grimes had 20 points with 7 out of 8 from the field goal. Right now, Dallas is averaging 14.3 turnovers. They're shooting around 37% from the three-point line. Phoenix, on the other hand, they did just lose against the Detroit Pistons. They actually allowed Detroit to have 10 offensive rebounds. KD did score 43 points. Right now, they're 21st on defense, itong Phoenix Suns. They give up around 37.3% from the three. So imagine that. Dallas Mavericks is shooting 37% from the three-point area. And then Phoenix is giving up 37.3%. So that's why I feel
Dallas
like Dallas.
Same. I'll pick Dallas also.
Yeah.
Okay.
The next match, we have Cleveland and Denver.
Wala na tayong pag-iisipan dito.
Well, although you have Nikola Jokic pa rin on Denver side, their record is 16-12. They actually just won against the Pelicans. Cleveland, on the other hand, 26-4, 5-0 sila sa last 5 games nila.
Grabe.
They just won against the 76ers with 31 assists, 13 only na turnovers, and 8 steals. Tingnan mo naman yung stat line yan. Of course, Garland leading the way with 16 points and shooting 81% there. Samantalang itong Denver naman, They lost again. They won against the Pelicans, but they did surrender. They're surrendering an average of 29.8 assists per game. So they're 26th when it comes to defense. So I feel like with the kind of season that Cleveland is having, very high octane offense. They're doing well. They're running the ball well.
Passing
They're
well,
moving.
sir.
Yes, correct. Everyone's doing their part. I think mahihirapan yung Denver, lalo na if they're letting go around 30 assists per game and then 26 sila sa defense. So I'm going with
Cleveland.
for this.
Cleveland. So, tuto na tayo. Cleveland.
Sana. Ito, last na lang. Golden State Warriors, obviously a crowd favorite against the Los Angeles Clippers. That's happening 11 a.m. Golden State, not so beautiful when it comes to the record, 15-14. LA Clippers, on the other hand, 17 to 13 losses. In their last 5 games, again, not so pretty for the Golden State Warriors.
Yes.
1 game out of the 5 ang pinanalo nila. Medyo heartbreaking nga yun sa LA Lakers nila with Austin Reeves with a layup after magandang 3 points ni Steph Curry. And then, LA Clippers, on the other hand, 3-2 sila in their last 5 games. But Golden State did win against the Timberwolves. In their last game, they shot 46% from the field. Steph Curry had 31 points in 34 minutes. And then the Clippers lost against the Mavericks. Norman Powell had 28 points in 42 minutes. LA Clippers, they like to harp on their defense. And I think with the kind of lineup that Golden State has right now, I think there's a strong chance that they can ride on their win against the Timberwolves. So I'm picking Golden State for this one. Coach Will, you can go against me because the crowd favorite also are picking Clippers. But I think
Oo, ako
Golden State.
nasa Clippers naman ako.
Oh, okay.
Clippers naman ako. Clippers.
Okay. Just to recap with you guys, our SPN expert picks, of course, both of them, Dallas and then Cleveland. But for the third game, Golden State and LA Clippers. Am I correct? Okay, now it's time for our comments. Oh, mahaba-haba to. Thank you so much, Justin, for your comment. It's because of the Steph Curry effect that started in mid-2010s when the Warriors started reaching the finals and winning a championship. If we are going to compare the 3-point attempts and made from 2000s to 2010s and 2020s, double ang attempts and made shots, nagbago ang playing style and fast-paced due to 3-point shots, which is an existing reality in the current NBA. May evolution na kasi with players that started from Reggie Miller, Ray Allen, to Steph Curry, Klay Thompson.
Yep.
We totally agree, Justin. Thank you for your comment. The game has evolved, Coach Will.
Yep. Mas dumami na yung Ray Allen natin and Reggie Miller.
And like you said, nagkaroon na ng premium ngayon with outside shooting, the outside game. A lot of teams, when Golden State became quote-unquote a dynasty, na-realize ng mga kalaban na hindi pwedeng lumaban ng, sige, score ka 2 points, dunk ka, o may highlight reel ka.
And then 3
Tira
points
kami ng
kabila.
3 points, sino pa rin panalo sa dulo, di ba? So nag-evolve na rin yung laro. But again, I'd like to say the reality is, tumaas din naman yung number of percentage ng mga dunks in the last 20 years. So, hindi pa rin naman nawawala yung mga highlight reels. It's just that I think the game is more exciting, more challenging with the outside shooting. We've seen a lot of game winners with the outside shooting, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I don't attribute that to the claim of lower rating ng NBA.
Okay, next comment. Ano po masasabi nyo sa pagsasali ng players sa ibang liga na di karapat-dapat naman maglaro sa PSL?
Gusto mo? Ikaw, gusto mo? Coach Will, baka gusto mo sagutin to?
Ano po masasabi niyo sa pagsasali ng player sa ibang liga? Siyempre, ang kailangan unang-una you have to stick kung saan ka dapat maglaro unang-una lang. Yung priority mo. No? And kung pang PSL ka lang, dapat PSL ka lang. Pero ito parang ang ano nito jump ka ng jump kung saan-saan. Minsan pera. Di ba? Minsan pera. Kung saan
Minsan
pakikisama. Pero yung priority na and yung loyalty nawawala. Di ba? So yun yung ano.
Hindi, kasi ang controversial dito, coach, kahit papano, di ba? Lahat naman ng tao alam na si KQ, kahit na naglalaro siya sa Lasal in the last
Yun
season,
na eh.
naglalarong labas siya. Pinapayagan siya ng
Pinapayagan.
Lasal, di ba? Kasi iba rin naman yung dinadala ng KQ, di ba?
Oo.
Napatunayan niya na yung sarili niya.
Ang isa siguro is we have to ayusin talaga natin yung rules. Kung bawal to,
Bawal.
to.
Black and white.
Kung pwede to, payagan nyo lahat. Di ba? Payagan nyo lahat.
Coach, meron bang benefit sa isang manlalaro ang naglalarong labas? Besides sa pera, besides all of that. Pero on an experience level, sa tingin mo ba, merong panalo? Pagka, kunwari may panalo yung player pag nakakapaglaro siya sa labas?
Ang player na naglalaro labas, yung hindi napapractice ng team. O hindi natututukan ng team. Or hindi nabibigyan ng chance ng team.
Kakakumpiyansa ba ang player pag naglalaro?
Magkakumpiyansa ka sa labas. Di ba? Doon ka maglalaro. Lahat ng gusto mong gawin. Ang mahirap, makaka-create ka ng bad habits. Kasi hindi mo yung role sa team. Then pagdating mo sa team mo, biglang yung gagawin mo, magkakaaway kayo ng coach. Di ba? So ito, pero kung pinapractice mo lang kung ano yung dapat mong gagawin, which is pwede. Ang problema lang is pwede kang ma-injury and yung future mo mawawala.
Tsaka ano doon, no holds bar doon no?
So, yun
Pagka
ang
nagka-rumble, walang which ngayon nagpa-viral na rin sa mga Facebook, di ba?
Nakaka-frustrate, nakakalungkot lang na ang tatapang lahat na. No, dati wala namang ganyan. So, laro lang ng basketball. So, ngayon, nagkakabarila, nagkakaaway, suntukan, sugod pati mga fans, pati mga kamag-anak.
Correct.
Para lang yung iba naka-video pa yata, nag-aantay lang.
Parang yun lang yung hinahanap no?
Hinahanap, yun lang, tapos pinopost. Yung ganyan, di ba? Parang na-hype sila na nag-aaway. Ito yung barrio namin, ito yung liga namin. Matatapang.
Yeah.
Parang ganon. Hindi na basketball yung laro. Di ba? And yung iba, naninira lang. Kawawa naman kung yung mga future
Kaya hindi ka
na
na rin
bata.
maglalarong labas di ba? Para
Hindi
mapapadala
na.
sa isip
Di ba? Huwag na. So,
Pero yan, to just address, I think Coach will answer this na, black and white Kung ano yung
Black and white.
pinag-agreean mo, syempre, kung
Yun yun.
naglalaro ka sa isang eskwelahan, di ba? You're playing for a school, maybe a club team, ibang kwento pag club team
Yep.
Pero pag naglalaro ka sa eskwelahan, kasama dyan scholarship, kasama dyan madaming benepisyo. So, kasama yan sa agreement, di ba? Look, nag-i-invest sa'yo yung eskwelahan. And so, it's just but right na pagbawalan ka nila.
yeah. Sinabihan ko yung may mga manager na tumawag sa akin. So, sabi ko, pag pinayagan ko isa, kailangan ko payagan lahat. Pero, kung yung future ng bata is pwedeng mag-PBA ito, tapos ma-injury. So, make sure lang, yung mga makikitain niya is ibabalik nyo.
Correct.
Bakit manggapon to?
Oo, tama.
Di ba? So, naiintindihan kita, coach. Okay, tama na yung usapan. Di ba?
Tama.
Diba?
Alright, our next comment. Si Idol, Willie Miller.
Mauer.
Hindi siya matangkad pero matalino pagdating sa laban dahil focus siya sa team niya na manalo. Hindi siya pasikat na player na kahit gipit na ay titira pa rin.
Di lang
Marami
halata.
sa player, lalo sa PBA, tumitira kahit alam nila walang pag-asa umiscore kung makashoot man. Tsamba dyan pumapasok ang makasarili para maging sikat. Pero si Willie Miller, yan ang player na talagang mararamdaman mo kahit mababang score niya. Ang importante sa kanya yung pagkakaisa ng team para manalo.
Coach,
Yeah.
anong comment mo dito?
Hindi lang masyadong halata yung pagkabuhaya. No, hindi.
Meron bang buhaya meron bang sumikat na hindi buhaya? Kailangan buhaya, di ba?
Oo. So, kailangan marami.
Controversial. Hot take yan. Hot take
Hindi,
yan.
ang ano lang natin is kailangan, kung ano yung kailangan ng team,
Ah.
yun yung gagawin mo. And kung ano yung being a superstar or a leader, kung ano yung kailangan ng moment o situation, yun yung gagawin mo para sa better benefit of the team. Kung kailangan mo pumasa that time, mapasa ka. Kung kailangan mo dumipensa, didepensa ka. Depende rin yan kung buo na talaga yung team mo. Or kailangan ng team mo, taga-tira ka. Wala kang magagawa kundi tumira. Then yung mga kambi mo, taga-rebound, taga-screen, taga-roll, di ba? Taga-inbound, taga-pasa. Ikaw yung gagawa ng scoring. So yun yung team. Depende rin sa situation siguro yan, no? And kung ano naman yung sinabi ng coach, minsan, may players din na kahit sobrang galing, hindi ka pwedeng tumira. Ito muna ang titira. So walang magagawa yung player na yan kundi sumunod sa coach. Kasi pag hindi sumunod to, malamang ilalabas to. Di ba? So yun. So Meron naman kasi, marami naman yan. Maraming options. Maraming ways of winning. Hindi lang scoring. Natsyempo lang siguro na yung mga superstar is napupunta sa kanila yung bola.
Kaya ng role nila.
Pagdating ng huli, kailangan mapunta sa kanila yung bola kasi may chance silang maka-score and makapasa.
Yes. Alright, thank you so much, Melvin, for your comment. Do we have another comment? Awesome show, Coach Juan Banal. Coach,
Yun,
Coach.
Yun, si
Rosa.
Boss Chiki.
Thank
Ikaw
you
po
so
ang
much.
idol namin, Boss
Diba yan?
Chiki. Ikaw ang Lodi.
That's one,
Namiss ka
Rosa.
na namin. Merry Christmas, Coach
Merry
Chiki.
Christmas
Thank
naman.
you. Alright. So, guys, okay.
Nakakalungkot!
Before we end, naku, hindi pa ata nila alam, but before we end, mga ka-Sports Plus, whether you're a diehard fan or simply love the thrill of the game, we've got you covered. So register now at sportsplus.ph. So as we close the door on SB Nation Season 2, I just want to ask you guys, what's your favorite memory all throughout Season 2?
Ako na muna.
Coach.
Ako na, naiiyak na. Naiiyak na si Coach Will eh. Wala na tayong trabaho yata eh.
Ayun nga eh. Nag-i-enjoy na yung mga favorite moments ko. Siyempre, yung mga first time ko nakasama. Parate. So, ilang episodes to. O, yung first time ko nakatrabaho, first time ko nakasama. And then, yung mga kulitan natin when it comes. Ito natural lang kasing lumalabas.
Correct.
Yun yung masaya sa atin eh. Natural lang. Kahit na nung topic, tayo parang nagkukwentuhan, nagkukulitan lang. Yun yung pinakamasarap kasi.
Pero may laman, di ba?
Pero may laman dyan. So yun yung masarap. And nakakatulong tayo sa mga nanonood.
Correct.
No? So
Ikaw.
yun yung miss ko.
Ako, I agree with Coach Willie. Yung mga, siyempre yung ibang tao, meron iba't iba, bawat iba ang kasama mo sa episode, iba yung dynamics, di ba? So pagka, siyempre pag si Dino kasama ko, alam ko kailangan may baon akong mga pyesa kasi babanatan ako ng kung ano-ano niyan. Kaya masarap rin kausap si Dino, di ba? Pero siyempre pag kunwari si Coach Will, si Coach Rain, si Coach Hammer, ang sarap kasi lalo na you're kind of latching on to their experience, di ba? And then, syempre, napipiga natin yung mga behind the scenes na chismis ito si Coach Will, madaling madulas to eh.
Oo! Huwag ka na pagtatanong lang ano, talaga sasagot ako ng tama eh.
Masarap mahuli, di ba? Masarap mahuli. Pero, di ba, yun yung, I think, sana nagbigay tuwa kami sa inyo, you know?
Yep.
Kahit 30 to 40 minutes lang man lang ng MWF nyo, may natututunan kayo sa amin. Ang gagaling ng mga host dito. Ako, I'm blessed to be part of this. Boss James Velasquez, thank you also for the invitation. For trusting us with this show. And I hope we didn't disappoint. Kyla also for trusting us with this show. But it's been a great, hindi nga dumaan ng sobrang bilis. Hindi nga namin napansin na, sobrang dami na pala nating episodes.
Yes.
Tapos na pala yung
Nakakalungkot
season
nga.
na to. I hope na nagampanan namin yung reason kung ba't nyo kami inimbita dito. And hopefully, nag-enjoy kayo sa mga sinasabi namin.
Oh, ikaw din, Coach, message to Sports Plus.
Thank you sa mga sports vlogs namin. Sa mga supporters, sa mga viewers natin, syempre, thank you for 2 wonderful season. No? So, malungkot, no? Malungkot na patapos na yung taon and patapos na rin yung season 2 natin.
Teka. You know, SB Nation Season 2 has come to an end. Pero as the saying goes, when one door closes, another door opens.
What? Totoo ba yan? Totoo yan?
Secret! Guys, isipin nyo na lang.
Meron
okay?
season 3?
Hindi, isipin nyo na lang.
Oo nga eh.
Isipin nyo
Ano
na
ba
lang.
to?
Ay,
Isipin
grabe.
nyo
Ano
na
kaya
lang,
pinto?
audience.
May
Isipin
cliff
nyo na
ha?
lang.
Pabitin ba to
Oo,
si
pabitin. So may sumaradong pinto.
Hindi, ayoko lang talagang maging
Malungkot ako.
Ay,
Pinapaano mo lang ako. Huwag mo naman ako paasay. Madali ako umasa eh. Madali ako maniwala.
Kasi sina lahat, tsaka sina Javi, nagme-message na. Ano ba daw ang
Ayun nga eh.
latest?
Ayun
Ano ba
nga
yan?
eh.
Yung mga co-host natin.
Yung mga co-host natin,
Sina
excited
Ira,
na tumulong.
Sina Sel, sina Arlov.
And yung mga...
Yung Arlov, ikakasal pa.
Ikakasal.
Baka naman kailangan pa natin i-cover yung kasal nun.
Kailangan.
Cover natin talaga.
Kailangan.
Yeah.
So, kailangan natin to sa... Kailangan siguro
Yung crew
pigain
natin,
natin
kailangan. Paano ba yan? Mawawalan ba tayo ng trabaho lahat?
for the next season. So, kailangan pilitin natin magkaroon to.
Yeah.
So, hindi dahil sa amin, kundi dahil sa inyo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sakripisyo na naman.
Sa magsasacrifice
Parang
kami.
yung diet natin, sacrifice
oo.
talaga
Una
eh.
yun, Mag-New Year, unahin muna natin ang health natin.
Yeah.
Sige, kakain muna ako. Mag-New Year eh.
Loading season.
Loading muna. Para
Loading
January
season
pwede
muna.
na.
Loading
Para may
na loading
energy
na.
tayo para sa third season.
Yes naman. Uy, nakaka-excite.
Well, it's been a fun discussion. It's been a fun season. So thank you guys. Thank you to
Thank
SB
you.
Nation fam. Thank you to everyone na nag-comment supporting our show. Once again, I'm your host, Kyla Cortez. Together with me are Willie Miller and Juan Banal. Thank you guys so much for your support.
Merry Christmas, Happy New
Merry
Year.
Christmas,
Happy New Year.
See you season 3.
Have a good night.
There's a bunch of different things that just like put it all together. Everything has like a different meaning.